even though no one has really noticed the difference between lie and life. It is simply the F, and Lotus Ocean readers already know that F is simply the short form of F, root of Phi, etc. So, without P and Phiness, there is no life, just a lie. So I appreciate this P-log so much. What a great guide to keeping people honest. I know that at various points, things have been so difficult for me that I've been highly motivated to lie, to pretend that anyone other than divine is worth putting attention on. But I don't have the type of chart where I can get away with it. One sees other people do all sorts of things and just get rewarded, but I myself can get away with absolutely nothing. So whenever I try and lie, a little bit to myself and a little bit more to anyone else, I immediately get a barrage of insults and threats. So, some people might, or, some objects of my lies might genuinely believe that they are gods and their righteous behavior will bring peace and justice to the land, and others might imagine that it's some kind of romantic experience for me. But just to be perfectly honest, I'm a Libra, and the slightest hint of poor behavior, I have trouble seeing someone on the human scale after that. Just the slightest hint, let alone more. I feel my icy contempt for bad behavior is, I'm certain that it, or nearly sure that it exceeds other people's capacity to feel anything at all about any subject. So that's the truth. But regardless, I don't blame anyone else, because I have no right to lie, and especially someone, I know my chart. I know that other people might be able to do whatever wrong behaviors and be fine, but I have no quarter. I have no quarter at all, and I know that, so I have no business messing up, no matter how desperately I would like to believe any lie. No matter how huge the motivation is. And I think that, even with certain insights, the scope of the motivation was not really made clear. But the fact is, there can only be one. There is a hierarchy in this multiverse, and divine is at the very top, and his behavior is always so pristine. He is the most pleasant, polite being imaginable. His behavior can only be bowed to. And trying to get one's own behavior up to standard in that context is the challenge of a lifetime, and I feel so ashamed of my failures. And, you know, it's forced me to face truths that I did not want to face. Like, the last thing on this earth that I want to think is that there's no difference between Middle Eastern she-males and other ones. But I feel like I'm not really even allowed to think that. But if anyone could help me find the difference, I feel like that might be helpful in the future. Yes. So, what can I say? It's just better. Like, the more I focus on divine perfection, the better it is for everyone, especially me.